Hi, my name is Dr. Laura Trice and I'm the CEO of Laura's Wholesome Junk Food, but I'm also somebody who loves great tasting food and wants it to also be good for me. The cookies I came up with that can be found around the country are Laura's Wholesome Junk Food, and they're fantastic cookies that are made with all natural ingredients, with ingredients you can pronounce. We call it real food for real people, no additives, no preservatives. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to show you how to make a wonderful meal for a family of 4 for under $10 in less than 20 minutes. I personally am a pretty picky eater. I want stuff to taste good, and I know that a lot of America's families are dealing with budget issues and also dealing with how do I feed my family healthy food, what's the right food. So I'm going to create a series of these little educational videos, short 10 minutes you're going to be able to find on the internet that are going to teach you and your family how to prepare these meals at home. Something that's also really important is if you have children, I've been speaking with a lot of parents, and when you take the time to have your child come in the kitchen and help you prepare food, give them a little job, you're teaching them a really important life skill. And so what we're going to have today is a meal of chicken, which I got at the store. It was about $6, but we're using, actually I think it was $8. We're using half of the chicken. We put the other part in the freezer.
Yeah.
We're going to grill that with just some little light seasoning. I got the thighs and the legs and got a free range or organic version, so there weren't any preservatives. Then for the salad, something that's kind of new and it's coming out, it's really, I didn't think I'd like it at first, but I really like it now. It's called kale salad. And I know a lot of us associate kale with being very tough, but I'm going to show you a way to make kale salad just like something you'd make with romaine lettuce, and a really tasty original recipe that we have here. Then we also have a cucumber and tomato salad.
Yes.
And then we're going to put a little surprise fruit. The kale salad, you throw some surprise fruit in that. And then we're going to enjoy some watermelon for dessert. And all of that wonderful meal for under $10 for 4 people. So why don't we start? I'm going to show you the little trick with the kale. So come on a little closer.
Okay.
And let's check that out. What I have here is I've started to do it. The thing with kale is that, first of all, it's really, really rich in calcium. So, and one thing to think about with vegetables is you want to try to have multiple colors on your plate. So you don't just want to have green. I mean, here we have some green, we have some red with the tomatoes, we have an orange tangerine here, which we can enjoy later. We have an orange pepper, we have greenish limes, we have bright red raspberries. So you want to think colors when you think of fruit and vegetables. So here you have kale. Now I want you to look, this is the stem. Now, it's actually from the cabbage family. And most of the time, you know, when you eat salad, you eat the stem, you don't think that much about it. But what's different about this is the kale stem is really, really tough. It's hard to bite through, and that's one of the reasons I didn't like kale for a long time. So what I learned is that you go around the edge of the leaf and you pull off the little leaves and you leave the stem. So this is the part you don't want to eat of raw kale. It's just too tough to chew on unless you're courageous. And what you can do with kale leaves, and I'm going to put put some olive oil. For those of you who like to measure, I'm guessing maybe 1 or 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then the next thing you do is lemon. You can use lemon or lime, whatever you prefer. And this is a pretty big one, so we're going to...
That should be plenty, huh?
This is about 1/4. I tend to like things a little sour, but if you don't like things super sour, probably 1/4 of a lemon or a lime is enough. Then we're going to add some sesame seeds. And I just like to shake it till the leaves are probably, I don't know, 1/3 of the way covered. Let me show you. Really depends on how you feel. Can you get a close-up of that?
Whoops.
Just want to mix. You made your own little salad dressing here, and you added the sesame seeds for a little texture and a little color. So you stir that up. Now, one of the last things we do, there's a couple different options. I see we have 2 of them out here today.
Oh yeah, okay, I see them. Yeah, there's a generous amount of sesame seeds in there.
Now,
placed in the correct order.
if you were going to measure this, I'd start with 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, or a couple pinches. So Now what we're going to do is just
That
stir.
also.
So this is kiwi for
Yeah.
people who haven't seen that before. It's,
Yeah.
it's a little bit of a sour fruit, but I like some type of fruit in the salad. Or you can add some type.
That looks good.
I also think I want to chop up. I'm going to chop up a little of the. Actually, did you get this off of one of your trees?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna. That's from the tree right in the
Another
background.
orange.
It's a
Another
little
orange.
mandarin.
So I'm going to actually put the sections.
I think that's would be perfect because those are really nice and sweet and juicy.
Okay. So now we actually have. So now we're up to, for our meal we have. See how many fruits and vegetables we have. We have kale. We have the raspberries. We have the tangerines. We have the tomato and cucumber salad. So I think we're at 5. And I usually try to have anywhere from 3 to 5 different types of vegetables a day. Okay. You could make a double or triple batch of this. Take out what you need for dinner and just leave it in the fridge for snacking, and it lasts pretty well. So you want to get a close-up of this?
Yep.
Of our cold salad or kale salad.
Cole's kale.
You did create it, so.
Yeah, that is pretty. It's nice. Well, good. Let's take a break from this and then plate up the rest of our meal, and then
And we'll show them what a plate.
Yeah.
One thing I want people to think about is how your plate looks. In that you want to have about half of your plate be vegetables, half to 2/3. So from, let's say, 12 o'clock till 6 o'clock, if you're thinking of a clock, that should be vegetables. Then you can have some other things, maybe some starch and a little protein, but you really should have more than half of the things on your plate. So we're going to show you what that type of plate looks like. Okay, so what we made for dinner, like I said, this is it took 20 minutes to make this meal, under $10 for everything. Okay, we have a leg and thigh for each person, so this was $10 for 4 people. We have the kale salad we just showed you how to make, that we chose to put some tangerines and some raspberries in. Tomatoes, I like a little salt on the tomatoes, and cucumber. So we're going to enjoy dinner, and we'll show you dessert afterwards. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, I'll get a close-up of that. Oh, gosh, that is nice. Are we going to eat that?
We're going to eat that.
Okay, good.
Okay. So I usually have water with my meals, and I encourage people to have water at home, and also when you go out to eat, to have water. And especially if you have kids, the less soda that they have, the better.
Oh, yeah, doesn't this look good?
You just really wanted to get in the shot, didn't you?
I'm wearing my new cardigan sweater. It's 1,000 degrees, but I don't care. You're putting the.
I want some barbecue sauce on it.
This is a stem from garlic from my garden.
Really?
Yeah.
You grew garlic?
Yeah.
Does it grow in the ground?
Mm-hmm. It grows a thing up there. It looks like corn. That's corn over there. See the little cornfield?
I do see the cornfield.
There's a lot of corns over
There
there.
are a lot of corns over there.
This is dill from my garden. These are some chives.
dill?
Fresh
Okay.
dill, yeah, from my garden.
And
Some
chives.
chives.
Now I have a question. What are other things you've put in the kale salad? We've put pomegranate seeds in there, persimmon,
Plantains. Or
You
good,
can.
or bananas, whatever.
The recipe that we've given you for the kale salad is really just a core kale salad, and then you can even put watermelon in there, and that would be good. It's just fun to be creative with it.
Okay. Hang on. Ooh, the water's even good.
Did you grew the tangerine?
Yeah, that's my mandarin tree. It's a little
Wow.
short.
So now for dessert, we bought one of those baby watermelons, which is really enough for 4 people, or maybe even more than that. This is my serving, or this is about, I think, less than a quarter of the watermelon. So this is my dessert, and have a wonderful meal, and we look forward to bringing you more episodes of how to prepare healthy meals for your family, staying within a budget. This is Laura from Laura's Wholesome Junk Food. Thank you.